Big Pokey. Veteran Houston rapper Big Pokey died June 18, shortly after collapsing on stage during a Beaumont, Texas performance. He was 45, and the cause of death has not been determined. The rap star, best known as part of the Screwed Up Click collective. It is with deep sadness that we share the news of the passing of our beloved Milton Big Pokey Powell, said a statement from the rapper's publicist on behalf of his family. Big Pokey will forever be the hardest pit in the litter. Big Pokey was seen as a founder of the Houston rap scene, with the group Screw Up Click. His 1999 solo debut, The Hardest Pit in the Litter, brought him to greater attention. He since released numerous albums and collaborations, with his last work 2021's Sensi. Bob Brown. Hall of Fame offensive lineman Bob Brown, known for his aggressive and intimidating style of play in the 1960s and early 70s, died on June 16 at age 81. The Pro Football Hall of Fame announced. Brown died Friday at an Oakland rehab center surrounded by friends and family after suffering a stroke in April. Bob Brown demonstrated different personalities on and off the field. Hall of Fame President Jim Porter said in the statement, "On the field, he was as fierce an opponent as any defensive lineman or linebacker ever faced. He used every tactic and technique, and sometimes brute force, to crush the will of the person across the line from him, and took great pride in doing so." Daniel Ellsberg. Daniel Ellsberg, a former military analyst and anti-war activist whose disclosure of the so-called Pentagon Papers revealed systemic U.S. government deception about the Vietnam War, has died June 16 in his home in Kensington, California. His family announced in a statement. He was 92. The cause was pancreatic cancer, his family said. In the late 1960s, Ellsberg was working as a defense analyst for the RAND Corporation when he became disillusioned with U.S. involvement in Vietnam. He first approached several U.S. senators in hopes that they could enter the papers into public record. But when that wasn't successful, he leaked all 7,000 pages to the New York Times, which published them in 1971. Glenda Jackson. Glenda Jackson, the two-time Oscar winner who renounced a successful film and stage career in her 50s to become a member of the British Parliament, then returned to the stage at 80 as the title character in King Lear, died on June 15 at her home in Blackheath, London. She was 87. Her death was confirmed by Leona Lana, her longtime agent, who said it came after a brief illness and only weeks after she had finished filming a new movie alongside Michael Caine. The screen followed. She won her first Academy Award for Best Actress for her role opposite Oliver Reed in the 1969 period drama Women in Love. Her second came soon after for the 1973 romantic comedy A Touch of Class. Donald Triplett. Donald Triplett, the first person to be diagnosed with autism and known in scientific journals as Case 1, has died June 15 at the age of 89. The real-life Rain Man who had perfect pitch, uncanny memorization skills, and could do complex mathematical equations in his head in seconds, died Thursday. Triplett, who would have turned 90 in September, worked at the Bank of Forest in Scott County for 65 years. Brett Hadley. Brett Hadley, soap actor who starred as Carl Williams for 2 decades on The Young and the Restless, has died June 14. He was 92. Hadley died on Wednesday at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, according to his friend Darcy Lee. Throughout his career, Hadley appeared in films like Next of Kin and The Mad Bomber, as well as television programs like Marcus Welby The Waltons, The Rockford Files, Highway to Heaven, and CBS soap opera The Young and the Restless, from 1980 to 1999. Blackie Onassis. John Ruin, The drummer for 90s Chicago rock band Urge Overkill, who performed under the name Blackie Onassis, died on June 15 in Los Angeles. He was 57. A spokesperson for the band confirmed his death to the Times. No cause of death was provided. Onassis anchored Urge Overkill during their time in the alternative rock spotlight in the 1990s, playing on the band's version of Neil Diamond's Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, which was featured in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction in 1994, and staying with them through their final major label album, 1995's Exit the Dragon.